Now, in this B2B world, you're one of two things. You're either a commodity or you're an authority. Now, a commodity competes on price, whereas an authority competes on expertise. So if you feel like you're constantly being price shopped and compared to cheaper alternatives, then the market's seeing you as a commodity. And so throughout this video, I'm going to give you the blueprint to build the kind of authority that makes high ticket clients actually seek you out, ready to pay a premium. Now, I want you to look around on LinkedIn. There's dozens of other B2B service providers in your niche, and they're saying the exact same thing. We help you do X. We're the leading provider of Y, and it's just a sea of basically the sameness. So when everyone looks and sounds the same, the only thing a potential client can use to differentiate you is really your price in a certain way. And this is a race to the bottom that you are basically not going to win, and you don't even want to have to compete in, because being treated just like another vendor, it can be pretty demoralizing. You're constantly having to justify your fees. Maybe you're responding to RFPs, or you're just being ghosted by prospects who have found a cheaper option. And you know that you provide more value, but you can't seem to actually communicate it effectively. And this leads to this feast or famine business when you're actually just always chasing the next project rather than attracting the right types of clients. Now, the insights that's really going to change your business forever is that you don't actually need to outspend your competitors on ads. And what you need to do is to outposition them in terms of your authority, because authority is the ultimate competitive advantage, because it shifts the conversation from how much does this cost to can you help me to solve my problem. Now, when you're the recognized authority, you're no longer a vendor, you're actually a strategic partner. So now you might be thinking, well, how do I actually build this authority? And it really comes down to three pillars. The first is that you need to teach, because your content, it should educate your ideal clients, not just promote your services. The second thing is that you need to have a point of view. So don't just report the news, you need to interpret it. And the third thing is you just need to be consistent, right? Authority isn't built in a day, it's built through the consistent delivery of value over time. And this is really the mindset around authority. Your free content on LinkedIn, it should be more valuable than your competitors' paid consultations. Because when you teach your clients actually how to think about their problems, when you give them frameworks and you give them insights, you're making an investment in their success. Now, remember, 65% of all buyers choose the vendor who was first to add value to them. So your content is really your primary vehicle for adding that value at scale. Now, having a strong point of view is really what separates a commenter from a leader, right? Or a commentator, I should say. Because a commentator says, here's what's happening, whereas a leader says, here's what this actually means, and here's what you should do about it, right? So don't be afraid to be contrarian. Actually challenge the status quo in your industry. And this is what creates true thought leadership, and it attracts clients who are really looking for a guide, not just another service provider. Now, building this kind of authority, it's a strategic process. It's not just an accident. So if you'd like a helping hand with actually how to go about doing that, I've left a link in the description box below, which will tell you a bit more about how you can get support in doing this. But outside of that, really the blueprint here is quite simple, but it is powerful. I want you to stop competing on price and start actually competing on authority. You do this by consistently teaching your audience, right? Developing a strong point of view that actually establishes you as a leader, and doing it consistently over time. This is how you move from being a commodity to actually being the only logical choice for your ideal clients. Now, imagine being in a situation where your prospects are coming to you saying, I've been following your content for weeks, and I know you're the only one who can help me, right? Imagine actually having a wait list of clients who want to work with you and only you. And actually, this is really the power of authority. It creates a stream of warm inbound leads who are pre-sold on your expertise before you even speak to them. And it's really the difference between chasing leads and actually just attracting clients. Now, if you want support with actually implementing a blueprint which is able to generate consistent, high quality leads on LinkedIn on autopilot on your behalf, then we're more than happy to help. I've left a link in the description box below, which will tell you a little bit more about what it would look like to have our direct support to make that happen for you. So please do go and check that out and let me know if you've got any questions or any thoughts on that. If you also gained something from this particular video, please do take a second to hit the like button, to leave a thoughtful comment, and also to subscribe to the channel so you don't end up missing out on any future content. We have so much more coming, and my goal is to add as much value as possible to you. So again, please do take a second to engage with us, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.